Well, a lot to say this morning. Trump on garbage, by Kamala on abortion. Boy, wait till you hear what I have to say. Stay with us. Well, brothers and sisters, Janet Miranda here, Executive Director of Priests for Life. And of course, a lot's happened in the past few days. But let's go back to Monday night. Of course, Kamala droned on and on, but can't let her get away with what she said about abortion. Let's take a listen.
And I believe in the fundamental freedom of Americans to make decisions about their own bodies and not have their government tell them what to do. I will fight to restore what Donald Trump and his hand-selected Supreme Court justices took away from the women of America. That today, 1 in 3 women in America, think about it, 1 in 3 women in America lives in a state with a Trump abortion ban. Many with no exceptions even for rape and incest. The idea that a woman who survives a crime of a violation to her body should not have the authority to make a decision about what happens to her body next, that is immoral. That is immoral. And Trump's not done. He would ban abortion nationwide, restrict access to birth control and put IVF treatments at risk, and force states to monitor women's pregnancies.
Boy, oh boy. So many lies. But let's just start one by one. Because we've got to debunk these lies. And I said, I'm telling you to do it. Take what I say, amplify it, okay? First of all, let's talk about the rape incident. That is, but first of all, like here in Florida, we have a hard baby bill. And guess what? There is an exception for rape incidents. It's in the law. So what she said is a lie. Now, what it says in the Florida law is a reported rape, because otherwise anyone could say, oh, I've been raped, I want an abortion. It's a reported rape. And let's just think about, if a woman has been raped, which is tragic, and she goes to the emergency room, besides doing a rape kit, guess what they do? They give her the morning after pill if she wants it, in case she was pregnant, became pregnant from the rape. The other thing, too, is you need to look at studies. Kamala doesn't look at studies, okay? Dr. David Reardon, Elliott Institute, basically did a study of women who were raped, and he surveyed these women, and guess what? Of the women who were raped and aborted that baby, they all said they regretted aborting the child because the abortion was a second trauma. It was worse than being raped. And then the ones who gave birth to the child, whether they made an adoption plan or raised the child themselves, all said it was very healing. So please, don't believe this lie about rape and incest. Most of the states that have abortion bans have the exception for rape and incest, okay? But it's a very specified exception. Okay, that's line number 1. Okay, we took care of that. President Trump cannot sign, like he can't make an abortion ban. Congress has to come up with a bill, okay, that has to get to his desk. And right now in Congress, even our pro-life Republicans do not have the will right yet to have a total ban on abortion. Okay, there's plenty of things they can do that Trump can sign, like a born alive bill, that when a baby is born alive in an abortion, we should be able to treat that child and save it. Well, guess what? Kamala Harris, when she was in the Senate, voted against the born alive bill, and her cohort Waltz in Minnesota vetoed as a governor the born alive bill that Minnesota tried to pass. So they're lying on this topic, okay? IVF. Now, Catholics, yes, we're not in favor of IVF because of multiple reasons. One of which, there's a terrible thing called selective reduction with IVF. Do you realize that if they do such too good of a job and maybe she becomes pregnant with 2 or 3 babies, guess what the doctors recommend around 17, 18 weeks? That she could reduce the pregnancy by 1 or 2 babies. That is immoral, brothers and sisters. That is so bad. But President Trump has been clear. He's not against IVF. In fact, he said he has relatives who have used IVF. So that's another lie. Lie number 2, he's not against IVF. And monitor women's pregnancies. Like, where the heck is she even getting that? That doesn't exist anywhere. This is made up stuff. She's just making up and spouting this fear mongering. Okay, fear mongering. And guess what? All this the Supreme Court did was look at Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood versus Casey's. They looked at two previous decisions. They overturned them both. Why? They were bad law. And here's a point of fact. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, okay, who was a very liberal, pro-abortion justice, God rest her soul right now, she herself saw Roe as being in jeopardy, not because of who would be on the Supreme Court, but because she said it was badly written. She herself said it was badly written. So she knew it was on shaky grounds, just legally speaking. So everything Kamala said is wrong, 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 lie, lie, lie. And she's trying to use scare tactics to the women out there in America to say, you can't vote for him. He's going to take away your rights. He's not taking away any rights. He can only sign into law what gets to his desk from Congress, point 1. Point 2, there's only so much he can do with executive orders, but he will reinstate Mexico City policy to stop the funneling of abortion money of our tax dollars overseas. So please, brothers and sisters, repeat those facts. Now, on to another topic. Let's look about the garbage that they've been spewing at us Republicans. So let's look at this video now.
Million people are not garbage. I can tell you who the real garbage is, but we won't say that.
All right, guys.
I think the Democrats have done a very poor job. We're leading in every state. We're leading big, and I think that the comment made by really both of them, because there are really 2 of them, about being garbage, maybe 250 million people, they shouldn't be talking. That's like deplorable for Hillary. This is the deplorable for Hillary. And I think this is worse, actually. For Joe Biden to make that statement, it's really a disgrace.
Well, I guess I should have done this segment with my black garbage bag on, you know? I mean, calling us garbage, calling Trump, Hitler, we're fascists, Nazis, all this name calling is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But it's their play game, their playlist. Because Hillary called us deplorables, smelly Walmart shoppers. Hey, listen, I go to Walmart at least once or twice a month. I love going to Walmart. And guess what? I don't smell and Walmart doesn't smell. It's like the Democrats can't resist name calling. But hey, brothers and sisters, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me, nor you. And if you haven't voted early yet, go, go, go. And by the way, if you know anyone in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, they just extended early voting there until tomorrow at 5 p.m. And why? The courts ruled in the Republicans' favor because they tried to shut down early voting the other day at 1:45. They told people, oh, closed. It was supposed to go to 5. So they went to court, and now the judge extended it 3 days, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So if you know anyone in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, spread the word. Okay, that's it for now, brothers and sisters, but I'm sure, every day there's lots to talk about right now. Most important thing, if you've already voted early, please get some others out to vote early. We need the numbers to be, as Trump says, too big to rig. This is Janet Marana, Executive Director of Priests for Life. God bless.